In the debate about foreigners and the health service, there's been plenty of argument and not many facts. Now the government's come up with a figure it thinks the NHS could get back after treating non-UK residents, and it's £500 million. Today, the Health Secretary told me no visitor would be denied urgent treatment, but
having given them treatment, we then want to make sure that we chase up the payment for that treatment if they're not entitled to free NHS care. And that's something we don't do very well at the moment.
In the end, is this really about the money, or is it actually about you just sounding tough on immigration?
We're doing this because getting that money in means we can have a better NHS for everyone and a more sustainable system.
Today's report says the NHS in England spends about £2 billion a year treating non-UK residents. The government says it could get back about £500 million of that. Around £388 million could be recovered already under existing arrangements with other governments, mainly in Europe, but it's just never claimed. And the government also says it could raise £200 million from charging anyone with a temporary visa about £200 up front. Then there's so-called health tourism, for instance where someone gets off a plane and goes straight to hospital. That's estimated to cost between £70 million and £300 million a year. At this GP surgery in North London, they don't like the idea of having to work out who may and who may not be entitled to treatment. This doctor says the issue is not with what you might call abusive health tourism.
Most GPs do not see that large number of people who are not entitled. Our biggest group as GPs is people who are British citizens. In other words, they have a British passport, but they're actually resident abroad, or they're temporarily resident abroad, or they're temporarily resident in this country. And sorting out how temporary is temporary and who is or is not entitled is a much bigger problem than dealing with those people who've deliberately come into this country to rip off the state. My experience is that's a very small number of people.
The potential saving the government's looking at here is less than 0.5% of the annual NHS budget. But the political benefit of making this work, well, that could be priceless.